And who said you had to be Latino to be an immigrant? Who said your skin had to be brown or black to be an immigrant? Who made that stereotype? Who made and built that system? On the news, who are we seeing getting raided by ICE? People of color or people who are white? People of color or people who are Asian? In which communities is ICE going to raid? Beverly Hills or Huntington Park? There's literal ICE raids happening outside of elementary schools, outside of high schools, in areas where they know Latino populations live, low-income families live. Why are they assuming that immigrants live in these areas? Because they are stereotyping, they are discriminating people of color, Latino people, because they have built an image that to be an immigrant, you have to be brown, you have to be Latino, you have to be Hispanic, and you live amongst the minority. When I know a lot of immigrants who are actually white, who can be Asian, who can be Russian, but we're not seeing any of that on the news, are we? But we're seeing areas of streets in homes in LA, downtown LA, being raided by ICE. People who are literally sitting outside of their porch getting raided by ICE for being a person of color. This is not just a fight that the Latino community has to stand up against. When we're calling out our so-called influencers, it shouldn't just be the Latino population calling out other Latinos. It should be calling out everybody. To speak up about what's going on about the ICE raids in LA, you do not have to be Hispanic. You do not have to be Latino. You just have to be human. We are all human. We have that all in common. We all have families. We all have jobs. We all love, and we're all living this life. Please speak up about the ICE raids and spread information about what is going on. We're in a time of discrimination and racism that is so bluntly there that it is just inhumane to say that this is the right way to do it.
I seen someone ask this question and it got me to thinking, you're right. Why haven't the Latin community called on the Asians that's in California to go out and march and help? Why is the call of action only to Black people? I just really want to know. Because they call themselves the model minority. So they're supposed to be smarter, more educated. This is all per them. Why haven't y'all called on the Asians? Why do they get to sit back and chill? We already know they out to pew us. Let me know. Get down in the comments because I want to know. That's an interesting question.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So I came across this on my FYP. This black sister asks a very important question to a lot of Latinos who has been calling out on Black people to come out, including the Black celebrities. She asked a very simple question. Why are they not calling the Asian community? Why are they always calling the Black community? Why not Asian? Because all of them actually look like each other, right? Well, a lot of them came back replying her, and a lot of people actually made their videos and start talking about it. Some Asian actually support the fact that there is deportation in the country and it happening to Latinos. Then you have also, the people who also said that the whole deportation is not okay. Like, some of them are okay with it, while some are not. But I'm just going to let these videos roll. Then I'll come back with the commentary. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comment section. And please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Please, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, what you think about this video. Let's go watch and I'll come back with the commentary, and credit to all creators on this video.
Everybody talking about this black and brown need to unite and all this good stuff because of the LA riot and all that stuff. And my thing is, can y'all sub us out for the Asian community? Because the Asians, they getting away with a lot of stuff. They not doing nothing. Ain't nobody mentioning them. They just live in their own little world, peaceful. Like they ain't got no problems going on over there. They even had the Stop Hate Asian bill. I don't know if it's still there now though, but they had that bill. You know, they living good. Okay. So my thing is, y'all talking about some, oh no, it's not all of us Latinos and all that voted for them and all. Because what we can't do is lose all our YNs trying to help y'all and all this stuff when we gonna need our YNs when it's time for our own battle. You get what I'm saying? So no, we can't be sacrificing all our people for y'all to help y'all. Y'all should have voted, did right at the polls. None of this stuff would have happened. But y'all chose this. Like I say, get them Asians, get the white folks that didn't vote for Trump and all that stuff. Get them people. You know what I'm saying? Leave us alone because, like I say, we gonna have our own battles and we gonna need our YNs and all that good stuff. We keep our health together and all that for our own battles. Like I say, ask somebody else.
And so many people asking Asian creators to speak up about the whole riots in LA and all these deportation things. What is there to say? We support the deportations of illegals.
Sir, You look like the immigration issue you're ranting about. So the projection is wild because you look very illegal.
Asian people aren't really dependent on, you know, migrant labor.
The loss of immigrants has the potential for a full economic collapse because of significant GDP reduction, labor shortages, increased prices, reduced consumer spending and demand, and billions lost in tax revenue. An economic collapse affects everyone. Immigrants make this country thrive.
This presidency promised that they would deport illegal immigrants. They're doing that. Why are you crying? You see it like these immigrants are waving the flags of other countries, burning down the flag of the U.S., and then you think Asian people want to support that? No, they want to stay away from that. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. Asian people don't want to focus on the negativity and, you know, say what they're really thinking. Deport, right? Deport illegal immigrants.
He is the embodiment of the model minority, which was created to pit Asians against other marginalized groups, rewarding obedience, silence, and hard work with crumbs of white approval. And he ate that up. Tap dancing for people who don't even want you here. No matter how hard you try to prove you hate yourself more than they ever could, and try so hard to distance yourself from the very people who fought for the rights that you now leech off of. You can grovel all you want for white validation, but you'll never earn validation from the same people who call you Kung Flu and China virus. Remember that? Kung Flu and China virus? You are not native. So how do you think it is that you were able to come to the United States? You think it was the whites who just kindly handed you an invite into our country out of the kindness of their heart? No, you got here because black and brown people, far braver than you, bled in the streets. The Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965 made it possible for you to live your American dream as the oppressor's lapdog. You're welcome. The people brave enough to fight out in the streets are the same people keeping you here. That fight going on right now is again a fight that you will benefit from just so that you can parade around like you earned those rights when you have never fought for anything in your weak little existence. Not your people, not your dignity, not even yourself. But be careful, because if they deport all of the people who fight for our rights, you might find yourself in an internment camp, because who's going to fight for you? You don't even fight for yourself.
To all of the East Asian Americans who think that you are oh so different than all these Latino communities that are getting ripped apart by ICE and think that your pale skin is going to protect you somehow, you are being fucking delusional. Like, it's barely been one full lifetime since we've seen something very similar happen to our very own communities in this country. My great-grandparents' house was seized and taken from them by the US government, and they had to live in the sugarcane fields because the US government was detaining legal United States citizens. My great-grandparents were born and raised in the United States, and so were many of their peers, and yet our communities were getting torn apart, our shrines being destroyed by the government, and in the case of Oahu, Hawaii, where 5 generations of my family have been born and raised by now, the island was essentially turned into a militarized state. My great-grandparents never got their house back, and the land that their house used to be on is currently military housing. Which is why, as a Japanese American, I look at other East Asian Americans and I just don't understand how you cannot have just a small shred of empathy for these families that are getting ripped apart for no fucking reason. And like I said, my family has been here for 5 generations, and yet I am still scared for my young cousins who are going off to college soon, and they're going to be by themselves for the first time, and all of our aunties and grandparents are telling them, make sure you carry your passport around with you everywhere you go, because you just don't know. Anyway, my point is that we have to have solidarity with each other, because we are so much more similar than we are different. And for the love of God, please, if you're not going to do anything else, at least share resources. It takes like less than 10 seconds to hit repost.
So all along, these people has been showing solidarity for the wrong reasons and with the wrong people. They wanted to be so close to whiteness that they forget that it's very important to, have alliance with somebody who legit cares about you. They didn't know that these people were going to respond to them this way at all. They didn't see this coming. And to think that even in their own community, there's been issues, like in their own community, even them have issues. The anti-blackness is over there. Aside that, they also have other issues of disunity. You cannot tell me that you're united, yet your celebrities, your influencers, they're not even out on the street. Aside being out on the street, they're not even talking about anything that is happening. Every one of them is just so calm right now, as if it's normal thing. Oh, we just don't have to say a word. Every one of them are calm. None of them is saying a word. And they keep watching you guys tagging black celebrities, black people to come and speak for you guys. Let them stand for you guys. So these guys actually want something from people they don't care about. During the BLM, I don't think every one of them also came out, right? Because I've been seeing comments of people saying that during the Black Lives Matters, it was just the black people standing alone. Nobody was there with them. They stood alone. And now they are expecting black people not to pay, the same way they did. So this sister came out and like, why don't you call the Asians? You guys go hand in hand. You guys have the same, texture. Why don't you call them to come and help you? They happen to call themselves the minority of the minority, right? So, and they claim to be the most intelligent and every other thing. Why don't you call them to come and help you out? Let them be on the street protesting. Then this guy came out and said that they are actually okay with the deportation, that they will not be protesting for any reason. They are very intelligent people in their community. They don't go out there causing troubles and all that. That if you are illegal, undocumented in the country, go back to your country. And you'll be like, are you kidding me? The same people who you feel was going to ever support you are not turning their back on you. No wonder a lot of them are calling on black people because they feel that these are the only people they can convince at any time to really join them with the protest instead of calling any other community, including their own community. But right now, the black people are like, from the 5th of November till whenever this administration is off the seat, that they are not protesting for any reason. They are not coming out for anybody. They will not come out. They will not put their bodies on the line for any community anymore. Because when they come out, you know what is going to happen to them. So they have decided not to even come out for any reason. And yet, these people keep tagging them, keep calling them out, for them to come out and help and all that. And they keep running away, telling them they're not interested. No matter what you talk about, you still see some of them gaslighting black people, making them feel guilty for not even coming out to protest alongside them because they know they're very emotional. So if they have to keep gaslighting them, maybe they might give in. But these guys are not even ready to give in for any reason, right? Well, I feel so sad for them because this is what they voted for, right? Or they felt it was never going to happen to them. They were okay if it happens to other people, but not them. Let me know what you guys think in the comment, right? Let me know what you think in the comment. I would really love to read from every one of you. Share your thoughts with me, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it, and subscribe, okay? And do not forget to share your thoughts in the comment section. I would really love to hear what you think about today's video in the comment section. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Thank you and thank you. Bye guys.